All right, Tim here with Fit to the Core. I have our COREchiever, Deirdre Estes here. We got our movement tip of the week, our holiday edition. So today we're going to show you the single arm press version of a USB, which is our ultimate sandbag press. This is a great exercise to develop healthy shoulders, and I'll explain why that is. But again, this exercise, because it's so challenging, it can really increase your metabolism, but also, again, what we're always looking for is to improve performance, because we know if we can improve performance, then we're also going to improve our ability to burn more fat and build lean muscle mass. So our goal is always to feel better while we're looking better. So today we're going to start with a half kneel position here. So here we just eliminate some of the joints so we can start to learn this position with not having to worry about our ankles and our knees here. So in a half kneel position, this is great because this also helps us with a lot of the lunge patterns that we do. So as always, we want to make sure everything's lined up here. We want to make sure that we also have the butt tucked, ribs locked in so our core is engaged. And when the core is engaged, I got a nice stiff spine, so we have no sponginess. Common mistake here is not to have the core engaged, and then you can see how spongy she starts to get. Now we're going to start to use the lower back. We're going to start to use basically the wrong joints to perform this movement. So when we're nice and stiff, we got our 90-90 position here. That's the right position to be in. That's the goal. If we can't start here, then everything else is going to be incorrect. So I'm going to have her face the camera now. She's going to stay in that same position. So we're back in the half kneel. We're going to engage. So when she grabs this sandbag, okay, we got nice tight grip. The grip's going to be important here because that grip is what's going to create that stiffness throughout the body. We're going to maintain this 90-90 position. So bring your foot up a little bit more. Good, perfect. Okay, so she's smashing the bag with this hand and this hand. The elbow's going to be cross, the forearm's going to be cross body here, so we're getting a little bit of internal rotation. The elbow's going to be nice and tight facing the camera, so we're pulling down, engaging the lat. So this lat and that hip are now connected. As she starts to press up with that stiffness that we were talking about, the left arm is the pressing arm. She's going to push into the ceiling. We're engaging the stabilizers of the shoulder blades here. And she's going to start to pull down. So it's a pull, engaging the lat on this side. This is very important that we're keeping these elbows in the right position. So she's going to do one more good one here. We're going to press and push into the ceiling, and she's going to pull it down, going back into internal rotation over here. So you can see where the forearm position is. This is called an arc press. So we're actually pushing and creating an arc here. So we're engaging the lats. We're also getting a lot of stabilizer work with the shoulders and the core and stuff. The common mistake here is going to be flaring this elbow. So as she starts to push over, you're going to start to see this elbow flare out, so she's not engaging the lat. But we're also going to lose that core engagement as well. And you can see how everything starts to become connected here. So we can start to progress this. So let's do one more right one now. So she's locked in. We got a nice stiff spine, which means our core is stiff. Our hips are doing their job. Press it up. Press and pull. So we're continuing to engage and stay stiff throughout the whole entire body. We can start to progress this to two knees, which we're reducing the base of support now. So now she's going to do the same thing. We're always doing our sponge test. Press into the ceiling, pull it down. So this movement's actually finishing in the upper back. So you're not going to feel as much in the shoulders as you are in the upper back. So we're really focusing on all these postural stabilizers. Okay, now we're going to come to a standing position here. She's going to have her feet together. She's gripping the floor. We're always gripping the floor with our feet. That's where everything comes from. She's going to smash her thighs, tuck the butt, ribs are down. Again, we're going to test for that stiffness. Okay, this means that we have a nice stiff core, so we're not getting into our lower back. She's going to do the same technique. We're going to press over and back. Again, this movement is finishing into the shoulder blades, the upper back. So we're working on a lot of the stabilizers and all these postural muscles. This isn't really an exercise you're going to feel a lot in the shoulders. Okay, so when we do this one, she's pressing, pushing into the ceiling, pulling it back down. Then she's going to press, pull down to the other side. When we do these arc presses, that's one rep. There and back is one repetition. Again, this is a great total body exercise. You have to use your feet all the way up through your legs, through your core to make sure that this movement's done properly. Again, this is a great exercise for fat loss, for healthy shoulders, and just overall feeling better. This improves a lot of other things that we do with pressing and pulling. But the tension that you have to create to keep the proper technique here, again, creates a really great metabolic effect, and you feel it's a very challenging exercise when done right, but again, it's very rewarding. So that's our movement tip of the week. This is a ultimate sandbag arc press. We started half kneeling, tall kneeling, and then you can progress to the standing position. That's our movement tip of the week, and we wish you guys a happy new year, and we'll see you in the new year next week. Have a good one. Bye.